Lauren Boebert has reviewed some of the unredacted Epstein files, and she's saying a lot. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, there are all sorts of theories, all sorts of claims being made about what these released Epstein files, many of which are heavily redacted for us, actually say about Epstein, his co-conspirators, and the behavior they engaged in. And it goes beyond simply preying on underage girls, which is bad enough. So we're about to hear from Boebert explain what she saw. Take a look.
This seems that it wasn't only the trafficking of young girls, as the narrative suggests, but there are code words that suggest Jeffrey Epstein and his associates could maybe even be engaging in some sort of consumption. Is that human consumption? Are there code words? There's a lot of talk of beef jerky. There's a restaurant called the Cannibal where the owner is listed in some of these documents. Now, that isn't a restaurant that is just proclaiming to serve human meat by any means, but some of this just it seems that there's a lot of conspiracies that make you wonder. And I saw more emails about torture, and these coded conversations still have a very clear topic that torture was big. It was a big driver for them. And these were sick people doing very, very sick things. As you mentioned, there are many women who are involved in this. You have folks that were working directly for Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. Right. And a lot of these women are the ones that are sending emails saying, here's one 10 years old, 11 years old.
Were they eating human flesh? Like, was that really happening? I don't know what to believe, because I previously thought some of the claims that have now been confirmed from the Epstein files were insane. I remember the first time I learned about the possibility that Epstein was a Mossad asset. And I just remember thinking like, oh my God, this is crazy. I don't know if it's true, but I feel like I'm breaking a law by even considering it. Okay, like it felt very naughty to learn about that, because if proven to be true, which I think has been the case already, that means that the foreign nation state of Israel, its government, was okay with the kidnapping and raping of minors in order to gather blackmail on powerful people and politicians so they can drive our foreign policy. That's demonic. That's like some of the most evil crap I've ever heard in my life. And I just remember thinking like, this is crazy. I mean, it kind of would make sense considering the stranglehold Israel has over our government, but it can't be true. So like, I don't know what to believe. Okay, so here's what I'll tell you about the jerky references in the emails. Beef jerky is preserved meat, and you don't need to put it in a refrigerated container. You don't need to put it in a freezer. The way the jerky is talked about makes it abundantly clear that they're not actually talking about jerky, okay? I don't know what they're actually talking about. I don't know for sure. But many people claim that it sounds like they were eating human flesh. I don't know. But here's the thing, in lieu of actual investigations, appropriate investigations, people reading these files are going to reach their own conclusions. And that's what's happening right now as we speak. This is what happens when our institutions break down and we can no longer trust them to tell us the truth. And is it like the craziest thing in the world to think that maybe Jeffrey Epstein and his co-conspirators would be into eating human flesh? I don't think it's crazy. I don't think we fully understand the depths of these individuals' depravity. So hopefully we'll learn the truth at some point. It's not gonna happen today, unfortunately.
Every time you ring the bell below, an angel gets his wings. Totally not true, but it does keep you updated on our live shows.